Hey, everybody, and welcome to Unfolded Sports. My name is Jerry Simmons, and we talk about all things sports and its intersection with leadership. And today, I really wanted to dive into the USA men's basketball team. So, first, let's look at the roster real quick. I mean, we've got Bam, we've got Stephen Curry. He personally is my favorite player, but I mean, look at look at this guy's resume. I mean, it's unbelievable the things he's done within his tenure in the sport of basketball. Obviously, we have King James himself, one of the best players we've ever seen in history. I mean, his accolades are beyond anything that we've ever seen before. And obviously, the list goes on. But what impresses me most about Team USA is not just the accolades that each player holds, but I think it's the fact that all of these great players are under one roof and in one team. Because think back to when a lot of strong players, they leave a team and they're moving to another team, and let's say that team already has an existing leader, like a Kyrie Irving going to team up with a Luka Doncic, right? The biggest question surrounding Kyrie was, will he work well with Luka? But it's a common question because there is a consensus in pop culture that a lot of strong leaders on one team can be troublesome because who is going to be willing to be humble and listen when it's one leader's time to step up and lead, and leader B maybe needs to take a step back in this moment. And so that was something that was a bit of a concern for me when I saw this team. But of course, I was sadly mistaken because we can see even in their performance, they are number one in the Olympic basketball power rankings. And this was just posted on the 25th. I'm filming this on the 26th. So this is pretty recent. And this is impressive for these guys to come together and to be able to be such a success. It doesn't just speak to their ability to play well with other great players. I think more importantly, it speaks to their ability to collaborate and communicate properly in their leadership styles. And that's what I really want to talk about today. So, to kind of get into the breakdown of this, we have to first look at the different types of communication styles. So we have two types. We have horizontal, this is the most common, and then we have vertical. So to give you some perspective, vertical communication is really you want to think of a hierarchy. This is when you're talking to your supervisor, giving them updates, letting them know, hey, this is what I've got going on. Whereas horizontal or lateral communication, that's really where you're going to be talking with your colleagues, people on your same playing field. And this is important because in a situation like this, it's interesting, right? Because you have people on this team, like a LeBron James, who is the most senior on the team. However, are the teammates solely looking to LeBron, or are they just solely looking to be there to massage his ego? The reason I ask this is because based on what the Harvard Business Review had to say in this article called Ego is the Enemy of Good Leadership, it's very clear that a lot of great leaders understand that this is something that cannot happen if you want your team to be a success. In here, it just talks about how when you're a leader, it almost becomes very insular when you are one in charge, right? When you get to these senior positions, it can be lonely because you are not only serving the public at large, but you're also serving your team. You're overseeing a lot of different things. And with that comes a level of people wanting to appease you to ensure that their role is safe, right? And with that, when the ego becomes inflated, you do become more vulnerable. And in this article, it does say that you carry a target on you because now you can see you crave more of that positive attention. You want more focus on you so you can, be praised for all your great and hard work. But the issue with that is we are so busy focusing on our ego that we lose sight of winning as a team. And so I think when we take this into a corporate setting, how many of you have ever experienced that where you have a leader in charge who's so focused on, I want it. I want all the attention. I want all the praise, or even a coworker that's this way, that wants to look so good, they will undercut you or do anything just to show off in front of your boss, just so they can get the recognition because they want that positive affirmation, as opposed to seeing the team win as a whole. It's tough. It really is. And I think this is something that in culture, we really have to work culture, we really have to be mindful of as individual contributors and as leaders, because in doing this, we isolate ourselves from greatness. And I think that's the beauty of Team USA. It's clear it is very much so a lateral communication that they have going on. It's very clear in all the clips that I watch, they're utilizing every guy's strength. They have every guy in the right place at the right time. And even if they miss the shot, it's still a great shot because they know to lean on each other. And there's not one person that they have to say, he's going to do everything and we're just going to bow to the mercy of this guy. No, that's not how it works, because I think they have beautifully integrated horizontal communication. And so I want you guys to kind of take that with you into the corporate realm. I mean, do you think you're more of a horizontal communicator, or would you say you are a more vertical communicator? Are you more concerned with appeasing your uplines, and rightfully so, like especially nowadays, it can be easy to have this level of scarcity if you are not in management. You want to appease those uplines, because if you don't, that very well could be your job. So it's a hard balance, but I would love to hear in the comments what you guys think about, horizontal communication and vertical communication as it pertains to leadership, and how it really sets the tone for the culture of a great team. Have you seen that before? What do you think works better? Personally, I think to some degree there has to be a mix. I don't think there can just be horizontal and or just vertical. I think we do have to be accountable to those individuals who are leading the team. So for Team USA, that's going to be, responding to a Steve Kerr, a Mark Few, Tyrone Lue, Eric Spolch. That's responding to them and looking to their guidance and their leadership because of their personal tenure, right? However, the staff, they also have to rely on the fact that all these guys are going to lean on each other when they get out on the court and ensure that, hey, we're going to make sure to highlight Embiid when it's time to highlight Embiid. We're going to make sure to highlight White when it's time to highlight White, and vice versa. So overall, that's my take. I would love to hear y'all's take on this. Please leave me any feedback in the comments down below. And if you found value in this, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for coming by, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. All right, peace.